He was basically told that this is the new way that Persians are being questioned at the border.
The situation between Iran and the U.S. is now affecting Canadians. A North Vancouver woman says she was detained at a B.C Washington border for hours without cause on Saturday, along with families and children as young as 2 years old, all of whom believed to be of Persian descent.
You're answering these questions, but at the same time, you want to ask, why are you asking me these?
Due to fears of being blacklisted from the border, she has asked to remain anonymous. The young woman and her mother were heading to the U.S. for a shopping trip. The North Vancouver resident moved to Canada 20 years ago as a refugee from Iran when she was just 9 years old. Both Canadian citizens and Nexus card holders, she was surprised when the border officer told her that they would need to be taken into questioning. She was asked extensively about her family's background and history, but the question that stood out the most:
have you ever had weapons training? And I was taken back because the obvious answer was no. And I said, I'm sorry, what do you mean? And his words were, it's a very stupid question, I know, but we have to ask.
It's just because of their country of birth. That's what they have similar here, is they're born in Iran, and obviously the Americans in Washington, D.C., who are making these decisions have told all the local ports of entry across the country, you need to interrogate these individuals for some sort of possible security risk.
After questioning and without any answers, the mother and daughter were escorted into a waiting area, not knowing how long they would be held. They noticed they were surrounded by people of similar background to themselves.
We just stood there, and you start to look around. Slowly the lineup is getting smaller, but it's getting smaller and you see it's less diverse, and it's just Persians.
Washington State's Lieutenant Governor took to Facebook Sunday, writing, "Our office is receiving reports that Iranian Americans are being held up at the Canada-Washington border. We are working to help those currently being affected and gathering information." The two Canadians waited 5 hours before they were told they could leave. After the ordeal, they just wanted to return home to Canada. But with upcoming plans to get married in Hawaii, she is nervous, thinking she should just cancel the whole thing.
I asked, will this happen again? The officer said, well, you should plan your trips based on world events.
No word on how long this could last, but travelers should prepare for the worst.
Either avoid the borders until this sorts itself out. It's obviously not going to remain indefinite. Or if they enter the U.S., be expected to wait at least 4 to 8 hours in order to enter.
In Vancouver, Ashley Burr, City News.
And in a recent statement from U.S. Customs and Border Protection, they say social media posts that CBP is detaining Iranian Americans and refusing their entry into the U.S. because of their country of origin are false. Reports that the Department of Homeland Security and Customs and Border Protection has issued a related directive are also false.